Good evening, ladies and gents. So it's been a very busy week for Conquerors Blade this week, and this time around for the weekly news roundup. This is pretty much going to be everything we know about Season 5 right now. There is a lot of stuff that has been said during the course of the week, not only through the official Conquerors Blade stream, which I was a part of on Saturday night, but also in our podcast as well, which we did on Wednesday night, which went up onto the channel a couple of days ago. If you've not yet listened to that, go back, listen to it. Caden's on there, who is one of the community managers, and he does spill some very tasty morsels in terms of news for Season 5. However, I'm going to try and round up everything that we've got so far for Season 5, including the release date as well, which I will give you in just a second. As we're going through the video, there's going to be a load of different screens coming up. The first load of screens are all the seasonal attires that you can unlock during the Battle Pass. These attires are looking very, very cool. They've obviously spent a lot of time putting in a lot of detail into the skins. Not only the hero skins, but also the horse and the unit skins as well are looking damn fine this time around. As always, you've got to get to level 100 to get the really cool hero skin. I think it's about level 70 for the horse skin, and I think it's about I think you get one at level 1 and you get a unit skin at around level 40 or so. So you do get a lot of skins. I expect as well there's going to be some mercenary chests in there which will allow us to pick a certain weapon skin, and then if you want another weapon skin you're going to have to earn the seasonal currency, of which there is 2 this time around. So you get the basic seasonal currency, which I believe is called gold this time, and that will allow you to purchase things from the seasonal store, which I will be looking at in the preview event, which will be happening hopefully later on next week. You also will be unlocking a currency called chalices. Now these chalices are used to purchase certain things. There has been a lot of asking, there's been a lot of outcry from the community for Season 1 attires. Now the Conquerors Blade team have brought these back in, but in a certain way. They are not the original attires, they are reskinned, recoloured skins from Season 1. So if you are looking at getting your hands on some of these, you're going to have to earn the chalices through the Battle Pass and through playing Season 5 of Conquerors Blade. I'm not sure what prices things are going to be, but this is another thing which I'm going to be very much looking at in detail in the seasonal preview event. We'll show you these skins which you can purchase with the chalices. I've also just flashed up all the weapon skins which are for this season. I did put these in a earlier video, but I've just flashed through all of these again for you so you can just have a quick proper look at them again. There is loads of skins this time around, not just heroes but weapons, horses, unit attire. There's loads and loads coming in this season, which is great to see. Next off, I want to talk about the new region and the 5 stages of the territory wars. So there's always stages of territory wars all the way through the seasons, and as you go through the stages it unlocks more and more through the territory wars. So first off, we're only going to be able to play in 2 regions. We are only going to be able to choose 2 regions to play in, and these are the most southerly regions of the map. You will choose one of these 2 regions to play. One will connect to the new part of the map though. Both do connect to the southern part of the Borderlands. However, this time around in this season there is going to be no Conquerors City. The city everyone's going to be fighting over is Regionopolis in the new region. However, some very big news came out which I did not expect, it totally blindsided me, but we are also going to be able to fight for the 2 capital cities in the 2 southern regions that we start in. That's going to be absolute madness. Actually fighting for AI cities, which we've never been able to fight for before, and controlling these is going to be awesome. But also, you're going to be looking wanting to try and take over the new city down in the new region, because with this you're going to be able to control taxes, a whole load of other stuff as well, which is going to be very beneficial to whoever takes this. So I can't remember exactly what order it all goes in, however these screens that are coming up, just going through all the different stages of the territory, will show what we will be doing. There's no official dates or anything of when these certain stages will be starting, because it's all dependent on how well territory wars do, as long as there's no issues with them or anything like that. So they don't need to extend anything or put anything into drill modes or anything like that. So we can only see as we're going through the season when these set stages are going to actually start and end. It's going to be very interesting fighting for capital cities we've never been able to fight for before, but also chucking in the mix the southernmost part of the Borderlands as well, and the new region as well. There's going to be a whole buttload of new territories to actually fight over, which is going to be very interesting, especially for us guys in EU1, because we have just had the Russian server merge into us. There's going to begin with, not be a lot of fiefs for a whole lot of people, so there is going to be some mad chaotic territory wars in the first few weeks of the season. I can already foresee that happening, which I think is very good, because it's going to prevent any houses getting really comfortable in taking a fief and then just holding it for the whole season. You're going to be bombarded with attacks by pretty much everyone, which is going to be really good to see, and it's going to keep people pretty hot on their toes as well. So going through all that, the end of season 5 I believe was stated to be around December the 13th, so just before Christmas. So that just goes to show you that actually we're going to have about 2 months worth of season 5, which is about right really, because the release date for season 5 is October the 13th. So October the 13th is when you will lose all of your Season 4 currency, and the Season 4 seasonal store will shut. So make sure you spend all of your Season 4 currency before that date. Just to be safe, I would say spend it all before the 12th, just to make sure that you've spent it and got everything you can. Battle Pass, you will no longer be gaining glory from about October the 7th, so if you really need to get your level up to 100 to get that hero attire, now is the time to absolutely smash it and get that Battle Pass leveled up, because you've only got a few days left to do it. So the new units, this is also a very big feature of the new news. So firstly, I'm going to talk about the two units that are getting new promotions. So these are the Spear Sergeants and these are the Men at Arms. The Spear Sergeants are going to be a little bit more aggressive, they're going to be a little bit more offensive as a unit, and they're going to do a little bit more damage as well. They do gain new skills, they do gain new veterancy perks as well. So the way they're doing this is very, very interesting. I didn't expect this. So you can actually have the original Spear Sergeants and the new promoted version of them as well. And you've got two ways of going about this. So if you've already got the Spear Sergeants and you want to get those promoted up, then you can go through and do the seasonal challenges like we have been doing for new units, but just to get these promoted. Once you do all the seasonal challenges, then you can promote these units up, and no matter what level they are at that point, that's what level they will get promoted over to the new unit at. So if you already have maxed out Spear Sergeants or Men at Arms and you do all the seasonal challenges to promote that unit to the next stage, you will have a maxed out in level new unit straight away, so you don't need to go back through and level up that new promoted unit, which is awesome. However, the only thing that will change is the veterancy tree line, so all your veterancy points for that unit will be refunded, so you can build that unit to your liking. Exactly the same with the Men at Arms as well. These guys have had a bit of a rework. It's going to be very interesting to see actually how these guys play differently, and the Spear Sergeants as well. It's going to be really interesting. However, another bit of news which really I didn't expect at all is you can then go back and build the original unit of the Spear Sergeants or the Men at Arms if you want that unit as well. Obviously, if you build a new unit, you'd have to level it all up again, but it's very good having 2 units. You cannot, however, play Men at Arms and the new promoted version in the same match, exactly the same as the Spear Sergeants. You cannot play an original Spear Sergeants and the newly promoted Spear Sergeants up in the same match. That's the only negative really about it. So you can have both of them built, but you can only use one in an actual match. Wasn't too much given out about the new grenade throwers. They do not explode on death, is what I remember being mentioned, and these guys are going to be fairly squishy. They can do a bit of damage to people though, and they're going to be able to block off places by laying down fire once you get them maxed out in the veterancy. They're a tier 3 unit, so the seasonal challenges to actually get them isn't going to be too much of a stretch. The tier 5 unit, the flamethrowers, again there was a few concerns raised on the official stream. However, I think most of these have been put to bed because these guys are going to be fairly squishy. They will be able to pump out fairly good damage, but only once they're maxed out in veterancy and leveled up. But still, they're going to be very, very squishy as a unit, so you've got to be very careful how you use them. Although no mention of it was actually made, I expect their ammo to be very, very short in supply as well, so I don't think you're going to be able to deploy these guys and then just totally forget about them like you can with some archer units. These guys are going to have a fairly limited ammo resource, I'm pretty sure. So that's it for the Season 5 news roundup for this week. If I do get anything more in the next few days, I will of course make a new video. However, the last bit of news I want to give you is the Season 5 preview event for content creators is currently penciled in for the 8th of October, which I will be attending, and I will be making sure that I get there in plenty of time to record Drew's introduction to the whole season, because he's very good at giving a very good overview of the season and what to expect, and then he allows us to go off onto the test server and actually experience and play around with everything the new season is bringing in. If there's anything in particular that you want me to look at in the new seasonal stuff, so it could be the units, it could be the veterancy trees, it could be the new seasonal store, it could be the attires, anything at all, please do let me know in the comments below of this video, and I will make sure over the few days that I have access to it, I will get round to making sure that I record everything that you guys want me to record. I will be streaming this event as well, so if you are around on Twitch, head over to Twitch and hit me up on there if you're not already following me, because I will be streaming it live over there on the 8th of October. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this one. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, please do consider it. Hit that like button, share it around. Let me know in the comments below what you're most looking forward to for Season 5 as well. And as always, I hope to catch you out on the battlefield.